Hey, Line 6 is out. Is some spirit been monkeying here? Halloween. One of our phone lines is mysteriously out.
You have 2 ghosts at this building, I must tell you.
Really?
Do we?
Who do you think you're talking to?
Yeah.
And
It's all the goddamn equipment in the studio.
Maybe it's the 2 guys that got killed when the that cool Westwood 1 trailer burned down.
Yeah, the 18-wheeler. Do we have ghosts in here?
You most certainly do.
Can you not say that? Because I got to work in here like late at night all the time.
There are 2 ghosts here. Remember, most ghosts are friendly.
Right.
One of the ghosts already identified himself. His name is George.
George.
Yes.
Yeah, let's look at
George, or if he's Hispanic, it would be Jorge.
Right.
But there's a definite George here.
No.
And he looks Hispanic looking, by the way.
He is, huh?
Yes.
Now, this building is probably built in the 20s or 30s. I mean, it's a very old building. You never know.
Does it have to be? Does he have to have had his problems in this building, or could have been nearby?
No, ghosts are territorial, so he either died in this building or very close by. They go to places that are familiar and or comfortable to them.
Now, let me ask this. If there was something else that inhabited this space of land, this earth that's underneath this building, will they just stay there when they tear down the new building and build old?
Just like, sadly, just like the World Trade Center in New York, when they rebuild, those new buildings will be inundated with ghost activity.
Have you been invited to go down there?
That's why you got to get the dual glazed windows.
Of course, of course.
All right. Now, what about the ghosts in this building?
The ghosts in this building.
Jorge.
There's Jorge or George, and he did look Hispanic, and I do believe that he was a worker here.
He worked here.
Yes, he worked here, and he died here. Or he died in the immediate surrounding area.
Now, can you bring him in here and talk to him, tell him to go back to heaven, or where we need
I've already said a few things to him, and he just, he was somewhat non-communicative, but he did say that he did work here at one time.
Well, maybe he doesn't speak English.
But he's
No, he spoke English.
Don't you have, so because you know they're sort of stuck here, and you have this gift to talk to them and can send them on.
But my responsibility was not to enlighten him. It's this radio show.
Okay.
Well, make him leave, because I don't want to deal.
Okay, but he's friendly.
He's friendly?
He's friendly.
What about the other one?
The other one's name is Patrick.
No, wait, what?
There's
Patrick.
a Patrick.
Why is that weird?
Because a guy worked here named Patrick, and he died on a motorcycle.
How about that? Hello?
Ooh, that
How about that?
He worked for Lycus.
Yes.
When did
But
he
he didn't die in here. He died on a freeway.
It was about a year
Yes,
ago.
but he worked here, right?
Yeah, so he worked
All right,
here.
so they're territorial. They come back to familiar places or comfortable places. There's a Patrick who died here. I'm telling you.
Well, I know. It was a young
There's a
guy.
Patrick and a George.
He died on his he didn't die here. He died on his motorcycle, but he came back.
They come back to places that are familiar and or comfortable to them.
I think he's still phone screening for Lycus.
Yeah.
What happened?
His name is Patrick.
Now what happened? I didn't hear this story.
His name was really John. No, his name was actually Patrick.
It's on the. Get there's a little thing about it in the back by the coffee machine. Go get that for him.
You know what? I never make up
A
stories.
newspaper article about this guy.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Everyone just hang on. When did this guy die?
A year ago.
Like
1 year ago.
6 months a year.
6 months ago.
A
year ago.
Yeah.
Why is there... How come we never had the discussion about it?
You and I?
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk about it out there. I don't know. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. I didn't specifically bring it into this.
And what
show.
did he do on Lycus's show?
He was a well-liked guy and the quiet. He was a tech guy, wasn't he?
Hey, he came over. He was like an intern at first.
He worked here.
Stuck around.
He worked here.
He was here for a good 2 years, probably.
And did we ever meet him? Was he ever around here?
I don't think so.
No.
All right.
I met him plenty of times.
When I went back to use your facility before coming on air, he was standing by the men's restroom.
It's not the guy who used to ride the motorcycle out of here.
No, that guy's
was it?
still alive.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry, unfortunately.
And why is there an article up back by the coffee
Because there was a lot of obituary type stuff posted all around here, up here and over, still back. These were the bulletin boards are.
Oh.
Back in that bulletin board.
I never read anything. I always assume it's some crappy picnic I don't want to go to.
Right? There was that article about him out by the door here for 6 months.
All right.
Right, Anderson?
Gonna take a look at that. All right.
Yeah, he was really liked by that Lycus crew.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a very sad thing.
Well,
How about that?
He came by here to show them his motorcycle, and then apparently the next day he went and died on it.
Oh, boy.
How about that, guys?
Yeah, very, very eerie. And now we got to figure out who Jorge is and what the hell he was doing around here. And
I think he was a workman of sorts. I don't know exactly, but...
And this place wasn't always a radio studio.
No.
I mean, this building's 70 75 years old.
It's like a horse liver or something.
It's a historic landmark of some sort.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and really, it's a historical landmark, yet someone did it. It looks like the interior looks like a gay porn from 1974. Jesus Christ.
So, in my absence, gentlemen, you can communicate with Patrick. Say hello.
Wow.
All right.
Now, we'll let Patrick
How do we do that? How do we communicate with Patrick?
You communicate the same way you do with any other living physical being.
Yeah, but I know they're in front of me when I'm communicating with another physical being.
Yes, of course, because you'll sense their presence usually by some little tapping or some kind of activity, or maybe a cold draft or something. And if you feel that, say hi, Patrick, just like you would say hi to this gentleman here.
Hey, when the air conditioning breaks, call him in.
Yeah. Get that Patrick in here when the air conditioning condenser freezes up.
Get Jorge to fix it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, get the Mexican to get up on the roof? Please, Drew, how dare you? Peter James is our guest tonight. He's a psychic, and just talking about...
Thank you. Throw money.
Someone who passed away, who worked right here in this building less than a year ago, who I naturally had no idea about.
Yeah.
Adam?
Well, given such a caretaking guy, I'm surprised that
you're 18.
Escaped.
Well, I don't walk, I'm all business. When I show up,
you're on the phone.
A few minutes after the show. No, I walk straight in the studio and sit down.
On the phone.
I don't chit-chat out in the hall with you chatty. He's a psychic. We brought him in because it's Halloween time, and I was skeptical up until a few moments ago, and then I realized that Peter had gone to the coffee maker and read the article.
No.
No,
actually,
not true.
Les, I've been here for a year. I haven't seen it, so
it's not up there anymore.
Not up anymore.
Check his pockets.
Not up anymore.
Not up there.
No, he knows. All right, so a little spooky, a little eerie. Somebody worked right here in this building, died less than a year ago, tragically. Young man, in his 20s.
Mm-hmm. He's like 25.
25 years of age. Very tragic. All right, we'll be back after this. Hey, everybody. Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Peter James is our guest tonight. He's a psychic and a medium. And psychic, someone's going to tell you what's going to happen down the road. And medium is someone who can communicate with folks that have passed on to the other side. Peter, you can, if you want to know more about him, see his stuff, you can do that at www.ghostencounters.com. We're going to take a look at his video on the next break and see the little girl talking who's at the Queen Mary, the 5-year-old. But Peter went to the back of the Loveline studios over here at Westwood 1 by the vending machines, which I believe are haunted because they won't put any goddamn popcorn in those effing things. Idiots. Anyway, felt the Patrick ghost. Patrick was a guy who worked here less than a year ago, passed away less than a year ago. Young man, about 25 years of age, very tragic. Passed away near here on his motorcycle, evidently, and is now returned. And why go to work? I don't want to go to work when I'm alive. Why would I go there when I was dead? To me, spending eternity at work, I would kill myself. I'd kill myself. Do you hear me, Drew?
But this was his livelihood. This is where he felt good being. He felt good
really?
being
In this
here,
dump? This graveyard?
Of course.
Please, I'd rather spend the rest of my life in an urn than Westwood 1.
Well, that's now I was just thinking to myself, you would go to your sensory deprivation tank.
Yes.
That's where you'd go.
Yes. I'd go to my spankatorium. All right. So, anyway, Peter went to the back, said he felt his energy back there by the vending machines.
I saw him. I saw him. As clearly as I see you.
Now, what did he look like?
He looked like a young man.
Anderson?
And I don't have any kind of a real description. I would say he was about maybe 6 feet tall.
6 foot tall?
Remember, ghosts don't have feet.
No feet.
You never see them from the knees down. They just sort of.
That's true.
That's a phenomenon that I'm still working on.
You know what? They're like Muppets.
Yeah.
You just see the top.
But he was a young man.
Young man.
And from what I could tell, he was probably about Dr. Drew size.
Drew size.
I think. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of hard to tell because without having the feet, it's kind of hard to measure height.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then do they float a little above
They float or they walk, yeah.
Oh, they walk with no feet.
Yes.
Hey, but they have
I
knees?
know it sounds strange with no feet, but they don't have feet when I see the ghost.
All right.
But anyhow, he is here, and he's friendly.
Now, when you saw your first ghost when you were 8 years old or whatever, did they have no feet?
No feet.
Didn't that freak you out? You're 8-year-old.
Not at all. Not at all. I was unnerved, but not frightened because.
Did you know you were seeing ghosts?
Not really. I mean, I thought like any child who had the first encounter, I thought it strange, but yet I was comfortable because they were friendly.
How come I never see a ghost?
Well, some people have the ability and or the gift, and some don't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a matter of recognizing your abilities and learning how to nurture them.
But let me ask you this. If a ghost, like in these movies, and that's all I really have in life is movies to reference, if a ghost was hell-bent on letting itself be known, it could let itself be known to someone who had no gift or no ability.
Absolutely. And many people who don't have the gift that I do are able to see ghosts or have a ghost encounter.
For instance, when Engineer Anderson is here, let's say, not tonight, he's too scared, he'll get out of here, but he'll forget about it, and sometime next week, he'll be here 3, 4 in the morning. Like when I came out here to do Stern a few months ago at 3 a.m., there was my buddy Anderson. He'll be here all alone.
Yes.
Patrick will show himself, right?
Yes, but Patrick has been here all this time.
Yeah, but now Anderson knows, so he's free.
No, Patrick will not harm Anderson.
Does he know what I look at on the internet when I'm here alone?
I'm not sure. But I have a feeling that they had some differences between them, however.
Oh.
But I think those are resolved as far as Patrick is concerned, so there's no harm that'll come to Anderson. I guarantee you that.
They didn't, they weren't the biggest fans.
But when you're touching yourself there at 4 in the morning, just think about Patrick looking in.
Watching you.
Yeah. You're supposed to be on the clock, not on the thing that rhymes with. My best.
Well, what about here? What if you're here alone at night sometime?
Here?
Yeah. There's Patrick and Jorge to deal with.
Really what you have to worry, I'll tell you, Patrick and Jorge have to worry about me, because if I'm ever here alone, I'll burn the place down. The second I'm unsupervised in this dump, I'll torch it so they can collect insurance. Can't stand this place. All right, Drew, what do you want to do?
Right.
Oh, we got to take a break? All right.